from downtown Spokane. This is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Welcome in. Washington State and Idaho are underway down in Pullman for the Battle of the Palouse, the two meeting for the 94th time and the first in the past 3 seasons. Thanks for joining us on this special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Rob King. Our sports director, Jack Wallace, is live down on the Palouse for an update on how the first half's going. What's the Game 1 atmosphere been like, Jack?
Well, it's been pretty great so far. I'm here in Cookeville as fans are starting to already come in. You can see a lot of them getting real excited behind me as we're nearing halftime. But what started out pregame was a little bit interesting. We've been talking a lot about Zevi Eckhouse being the potential starting quarterback, but it wasn't him. It's Jackson Potter coming in starting the game for the Cougs. His first 7 passes, 7 completions. He got over 50 yards and a touchdown to Josh Meredith. Meredith over 30 yards and a touchdown so far to start this game. Pretty impressive from this Cougs team, but that's all we got so far. It's a 7-0 game. We're just inside the 2-minute timeout, so getting a little bit close to halftime, not quite there. That's why we see plenty of these fans, but not too many coming in yet as they're still trickling in as Cookeville opens up. But it's been a very exciting game so far, very back and forth. These teams nearly exactly the same in total yardage, total first downs. A lot of these stats, if you split them up, they're near even, and it makes sense with the scoreboard just the same. The Cougars were just over 10-point favorites in this one, so we'll see how the second half comes out, but I know it's going to be a pretty dang fun one. We'll be really excited to come back to y'all in about 30 or so minutes. We'll catch y'all about how the end of halftime went as well as going to third quarter. Crowds cheering behind me, so we know things are getting hectic in there. It'll be rowdy and a whole lot of fun. We'll have that, plus highlights from the Eastern Washington game to get some card at word, plus a little bit of baseball, a little bit of soccer. We got plenty of sports this wonderful Saturday evening. Reporting in Pullman, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, Jack, well, what's going to be the key second half factor for what's going to set apart our winner today?
A lot of it's going to have to be the rushing attack of both these teams. Washington State has barely rushed the ball really all that much. Angel Johnson, the presumed starter, is the starter from South Dakota State. He's coming in and trying to make an impact here. Hasn't done a crazy amount so far, so they're going to see if they can keep that rolling, as well as Jackson Potter doing what he can with his legs. So should be a lot of fun. We'll catch y'all later with an update.
All right, thank you, Jack. We look forward to seeing you again with that update, and we'll take a look now over at our weather. There's a heat advisory tomorrow for much of the inland Northwest, and Jason Valentine's joining us. Jason, we could be hitting some record heat despite summer ending.
I think record heat is going to hit in the first week of September. We could even see triple digits, Rob. So get ready for our final heat wave. I said it last week. Our final heat wave of the year. Good Saturday evening to you. Good Saturday evening, everyone. 84 right now. That is steaming for this time of night at 8:30, and we are seeing more heat coming into our area. As Rob said, we have a heat advisory starting tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's going to last until Thursday at 8 p.m. You will not believe the temperatures that we expect. Here they are, 97 for Sunday, 97 for Monday, your Labor Day. Look at this, Tuesday, a lot of kids, first day of school, 99. We expect some of these temperatures to be, they're forecasted right now as record breakers, at least 2 of them. One is at the record. I'll have those numbers in my full forecast. Then we're going to cool down as we get to, I can't really say cool down, less hot as we get to Friday, and then Saturday, 89. That still is 10 degrees above our average for this time of year, and that is the coolest day that we can see. So August is ending with a bang, and September is starting with a bang. So get ready for a hot Labor Day ahead. So current winds, we are light. We have been light for some time. It's going to continue at least into tomorrow and most likely your Labor Day. So far, evening planner, we have mostly clear skies, and look at how warm it is going to be overnight. We're going to be in those mid-60s. Hazy conditions. There is smoke in the area. I'll get an update on that, and that could delay or trump up some of our records. It could keep the heat away just a little bit. I'll explain in my full forecast that's coming up.
All right, Jason, thanks. The Bonner County Sheriff's Office asking for your help locating a missing teen girl. Now, this is 16-year-old Bailey Moeller. She was last seen north of Sandpoint. It's believed to have ran away. She's described as 5'1", 97 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair. She was last seen wearing a black tank top, black shorts, with black and white slip-on shoes. Anyone with information is asked to call the Bonner County Dispatch. Whether you're driving down to a game or hitting the road for Labor Day weekend, it's important for travelers to stay safe and alert. A driver making what WSP is calling an unsafe pass hit another car head-on last night. It killed one driver and sent 5 people to the hospital. The crash happened 5 miles south of Colfax, road blocked for several hours. WSP says 20-year-old McCullough Wheeler of Vancouver, Washington, driving south on Highway 195 when she went to pass another vehicle and she hit a car that was heading northbound, driven by 67-year-old Sandra Hall of Colfax. Wheeler's car then went off the road, rolled onto its top, injuring her and her 4 passengers. Hall died at the scene. WSP says Wheeler could face charges, but that's going to be pending the outcome of the investigation. A rest stop along I-90 is closed just outside of Ritzville. If you're hitting the road, WashDOT says the Schrag rest area closed both westbound and eastbound directions because no running water. Here's a look at the closure just in case it's on your Labor Day weekend travel route. Rest area about 20 miles west of Ritzville. WashDOT says they don't know when it will reopen yet. And we've got a list of alternate stops linked up on our website, kxly.com. Well, today people gathered in downtown Spokane to celebrate African American culture at the first Soul Food and Sips event. The street festival celebrated with food vendors, art performances, and music. The event put together by the EEG organization. Some of the proceeds from the event going towards building an African American museum in Spokane.
We like a place that we can call home, a place where we can gather together in community and solidarity, just like we are today, and see each other on a regular basis. And the museum would allow that to happen.
This festival was inspired by Tacos y Tequila, which had to cancel its event this year due to safety concerns. In honor of that, organizers say some of the sales from the festival today will be going towards the nonprofit that hosts Tacos y Tequila. Well, the first day of school just 3 days away for students in the Mead School District, but contract negotiations between the Mead Education Association and the school district are still up in the air. Those negotiations have been going on for months, with more than a dozen bargaining sessions already. The teachers union voted to authorize a strike Thursday night. Now, to be clear, they're not striking yet, but if they can't come to a contract agreement with the district by this Sunday, there's a real possibility students' school years could be impacted. Some parents frustrated this is happening so close to the start of the year.
School lasting longer, or going further into June, and then having to change plans that kind of hinders, what we're trying to do. I mean, it's hard to plan around not knowing.
The teachers union says they're continuing to negotiate for more support in the classroom, saying classrooms have too many students and too many needs for one educator to address. The CDC says COVID cases ticking up in the U.S. as children begin to head back to school and winter cold and flu season approaching. But there's growing confusion as to where Americans will be able to get the new COVID vaccine. Here's ABC's Olivia Rubin with the details.
Vaccine policy changes from the CDC are fueling confusion over how and where Americans will be able to get the new COVID vaccine. The new vaccines are rolling out to pharmacies across the country, but a delayed CDC meeting along with those changes is making it difficult for people to get the shot. CVS has announced it will limit access to the shot in 16 states, requiring prescriptions in 13 states, including New York, Florida, and Colorado, and simply not offering it in 3 others. Walgreens says they will give vaccines in states where we will be able to do so. The FDA has approved the COVID vaccine this fall for Americans over 65 or those at high risk. But a critical CDC panel is not expected to give its recommendation for several more weeks. The White House insists the vaccine will still be available for all Americans who want it, but sidestepped questions on whether insurance will continue to cover it.
The FDA's decision does not affect the availability of COVID vaccines for Americans who want them. We believe in individual choice.
It comes as HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., a longtime vaccine skeptic, continues his efforts to overhaul U.S. vaccine policy. This week, he ousted the head of the CDC, Susan Menares, when she refused to get on board with his changes. Her lawyer saying she, quote, refused to rubber stamp unscientific, reckless directives and fire dedicated health experts. Some Democrats now calling for RFK to be fired.
Vaccines are pretty settled science. We've seen the measles outbreak that has recurred in parts of the South. Now what's going to happen with folks that are vulnerable who want their COVID vaccine? I'd say what RFK Jr. has done is putting us all at risk.
Kennedy has now named his deputy, Jim O'Neill, as the interim director of the CDC, who has said he supports vaccines but not vaccine mandates. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
Well, new research suggests certain heart attack treatments may not benefit the vast majority of patients, may even raise the risk of death for some women. Beta blockers have been used for decades as a first-line treatment after a heart attack. One analysis found that women with little heart damage after their heart attack were significantly more likely to have another heart attack if they were treated with beta blockers. They were also more likely to die. Now, that's compared to women who were not treated with the drug. Another study found no benefit in using beta blockers for any patient, male or female, whose hearts were still performing well after their heart attack. However, a separate study did find benefits for those whose hearts may be only mildly damaged. Well, Labor Day weekend is here, and federal law enforcement ramping up in Washington, D.C. After the break, why some think President Trump's enforcement policies are helping the nation's capital, and some think it's sowing fear. Plus, a traveling memorial featured here in Spokane, giving people the opportunity to honor those who served in Vietnam. Hear from veterans at the Wall That Heals after the break.
Expect more with Derek Dice, only on 4 News Now.
4 News Now is brought to you by BECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
Yeah, AAA. My hoopty is down, man. Broke down.
Your hoopty?
Yeah, my hoopty.
Your hoopty?
Yeah, hoopty. It's a car. Old car. Classic, I should say.
Oh, your hoopty. Yeah, we got a truck on the way.
You're on the way. Yeah, let me hear a little something, man.
All right, here you go.
Something I know.
My hoopty rolling, tailpipe dragging, heat don't work, and my girl keeps nagging. Hoopty, hoopty.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
I work late shifts. Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7. That works for me.
I feel safe. It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
Strong water jets cover everything. The roof, the sides, even the undercarriage.
The central dog wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
It's easy at Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
The Davenport Hotels invite you to a signature weekend of culinary delights, September 26th through the 28th. Join us for the Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival, taking place in downtown Spokane with multiple events offered throughout the weekend. Purchase any festival ticket and receive a 20% discount code to stay at one of the Davenport properties. Information can be found on the Davenport Hotel Collections website under the Experiences tab. The Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival this September, sponsored in part by Windermere Real Estate, BECU, and 4 News Now.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun, wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V Hybrid.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
Welcome back. A traveling replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. is in Spokane this week. Now, right now, the Wall That Heals is at the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. Today, our Madeline Mullins stopped by and spoke to veterans about what this wall means to them.
Floyd Kelly did 2 tours in Vietnam.
I rode river boats for 700 days, and I made 500 patrols.
He has a lot of stories, and I enjoy listening to them.
When he finally returned home in 1971, he was not greeted with open arms.
So we landed at the John Wayne Airport in the county, and when we got off, they told us if we had any civilian clothes, get them on, head for the leave home, and don't talk about what you've seen or where you've been. And that's what we did. because we weren't welcome.
Now, 50 years later, that has changed. This traveling memorial and the many people who came out to pay their respects is a testament to that.
This wall holds over 58,000 names. Veterans I spoke to tell me it's important to come out here and remember the over 58,000 people who made the ultimate sacrifice.
Kelly and his wife Jackie have seen this wall several times.
I took the honor flight before to see the wall in D.C., and it's quite emotional to me.
Those emotions are shared across generations of veterans.
You know, I've never met them, but their family. You know, once you served in that environment and dealt with the wartime of that nature, there's no other bond.
For Kelly, the other Vietnam veterans who stopped by the memorial, and the names carved into this stone, this wall gives them some of the thank you and the welcome home they deserve. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Now, the wall that heals will be open and free to the public through tomorrow afternoon. There will be a closing ceremony at the Dwight Merkle Sports Complex at 1:45 before the monument is packed up for its next appearance in Ellensburg.
Very cool. Well, we haven't seen a week that is to come since 1988. The heat is going to be on. Some records could be broken. And we're still dealing with smoke. I have a lot to talk about. Your full forecast is next on 4 News Now, Special Edition. Stick with us.
Expect more with Natalie Grant, only on 4 News Now.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
Look at this one under-eye bag. It's gone.
There's this side and this side.
Just look at these results. 50 and haven't slept in weeks, 35 and fresh from a vacation.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm with our starter price of only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq, a once daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 4 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
4 News Now is brought to you by VECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
Welcome back. The balloons are back in Idaho. 34th annual Spirit of Boise Balloon Classic now underway for the holiday weekend. City's first gathering of the balloons held in 1991. And the event brings together locals, tourists, and hot air balloon lovers from across the region. Also food, live music, and for the first time this year, an inflatable fun zone complete with slides, zip lines, even a mechanical bull. And the event runs through tomorrow. Would you ever go up in a hot air balloon?
I would not.
Yeah, I don't think.
It just doesn't look like I'm sure it's very peaceful and it's awesome.
You get good views.
Yes.
But there's safety concerns there.
I'll enjoy it from a plane.
Speaking of hot air, though, Jason.
Quite a lot of hot air.
Our region's going to get a lot of hot air.
100%. Let's take a look outside. And, folks, we are looking at hot conditions on the way. We're still in the 80s, and it is in the 8 o'clock hour. It is toasty out there, and it's going to be toasty for the next couple of days. So, again, like I said, we haven't seen a week like this since 1988. So crushing heat soon. Records to be broken? I think most likely. Smoke still an issue, and light winds continue. So we're not getting a lot of relief from the heat, but also that isn't upping the fire danger with the light winds. So that is kind of a silver lining there. So 84 right now in Spokane, 80 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. It's rare. Spokane is just 4 degrees off the hot spot right now, which is Moses Lake. So the difference from yesterday is pretty profound. We're going to keep seeing jumps, especially tomorrow. We're going to see a jump from like the lower 90s to the upper 90s for our highs. So get ready for considerably more heat tomorrow. You're definitely going to notice it. And you knew this was coming. Heat advisory Sunday, tomorrow at 1 p.m. until Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Temperatures for the areas in orange, they're going to see highs between 95 and 105. So record heat possibly on the way. So Monday for Spokane, it is forecast at 97. 98 is the record. That was set in 1888. That is a long time ago. 99 is expected on Tuesday. The record is 97 in 1988, 100 years after it. So I guess every 100 years we have a week, but we're a little early on that cycle and just continuing to be in the upper 90s. So it looks like we could tie it on Wednesday and beat it on Thursday. So we could see 3 days of record temperatures starting Tuesday and maybe even Monday if it's a little bit warmer than expected. Now, tomorrow's all-time high is 100. I don't think we're going to get there. Also, area smoke. We are in the moderate range. There is a lot of smoke coming in from the southwestern corner of Oregon from forest fires there, and it is definitely dealing some bad air quality. Air quality alert also for Lewiston, Orofino. That's been going on for almost a week. So air quality right now, we're still in the moderate zone, Coeur d'Alene, Spokane, and down south. It's getting a little better for Lewiston, but Orofino still in the moderate air. And again, if we see smoke, it could blunt our temperatures just by a couple degrees. That could cost us some records, but keep it a bit cooler. So free and clear on our radar, but we could see a little bit of shower activity late tomorrow night. So let's take a look at our radar, and we're looking at a little bit of cloud coverage coming in and out. And as we get to the evening hours, we could see a little bit of shower activity coming through, especially as we get to around 11 p.m. and midnight. And you can see just a rogue quick spritz coming in for the next couple of days. With this heat, things are very unstable. So keep an eye out for that. Could be a quick relief. So look at this. Hazy conditions tomorrow. We've had quite a bit of hazy conditions today. 97 for Labor Day. Upper 90s. And then again, as I said earlier, we don't cool down, but we get less hot. But 89 a week from today, that is still 10 degrees above our average for this time of year. And kids are going back to school on Tuesday. So get ready for a very hot week. Stay hydrated, get some sunscreen, and be careful.
All right, Jason, thanks. Well, today would have been a great day to relax out by the water, and not just because of the warm weather, but because today is National Beach Day. You can find some beaches and a lot of other beautiful natural areas in our Get Outside guide. It's a collection of our favorite outdoor areas and got a lot of recommendations from viewers just like you. And if you're looking for a way to spend your Labor Day weekend, you can find those up on our website, KXLY.com. A heads up for Costco members. A controversial policy is going into effect on Monday. A grace period is ending, and some members aren't happy with some new exclusive shopping hours for executive members. That's coming up next. Plus, President Trump is threatening federal intervention in the state of Illinois. Chicago's mayor says the city isn't rolling over. We'll have details coming up on 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Watch Chris Crocker, only on 4 News Now.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
Every day, our customers experience that moment. The moment when the decision is made and the train has left the station. When there's nothing left to do but lean forward and watch a little piece of the future unfold right before your dilated pupils. It only lasts a heartbeat or two, and some moments end better than others. But whatever the outcome, there's never a dull moment at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
You'll find American pride countywide at this year's Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains, Montana, Labor Day weekend. Bring the whole family for the best county fair around, right on the scenic Clark Fork River, where admission is always free. The Sanders County Fair has tasty food, creative displays, 4-H animals, a wonderful carnival, exciting rodeo action, fun music concerts, and the carnage on the Clark Fork Demo Derby. Tickets available at SandersCountyFair.com, the fair office, or see us on Facebook. Plan to make great family memories on the greenest grass in Montana, Labor Day weekend at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains.
As we age, our necks can start to show signs of aging. Joining us today is Dr. Jessica Berge. She's a dermatologist, and she's going to introduce a new clinically studied topical cream that helps improve the appearance of wrinkled, crepey skin on the neck.
Decladerm really targets crepey skin through its ingredients, which has really been proven to visibly firm and tighten the skin on the neck.
So how long does it take to typically see results?
They did a clinical study where 92% of participants said that their neck and chest looked more youthful after using Decladerm after only 8 weeks.
So I decided to try the Decladerm neck firming cream, and I have really loved the results that I've seen. It's firmer. The texture is so much better.
I found Decladerm. It works so well on your neck area. I can't tell you how much I recommend it.
This Labor Day, you can try Decladerm for only $19.95, plus get free shipping.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
4 News Now is brought to you by VECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
Welcome back. In Washington, D.C., it's the first holiday weekend amid the federal takeover. More than 2,000 National Guard troops will be stationed at the National Mall outside metro stations and other heavily trafficked areas. While President Trump says it's making the city safer, others are arguing it's inflicting danger. Liana Golden with WJLA reports from our nation's capital.
It's become the Friday night norm in D.C. Military vehicles on street corners, these ones stationed in Navy Yard. Locals and visitors alike coming up to check them out and ask the soldiers questions.
It's extremely frustrating.
Outside that crowd, you'll find Greg Jackson. He used to work for D.C. government and in the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. He's since taken his passion to the streets, working on a local level. Have you guys been included in the conversation when it comes to working with federal partners?
Local community-based groups have not been included in any of these conversations.
The first week of Trump's takeover, 7 News checked in with violence interrupters, who then said they fear being left out of the conversation. Jackson says nothing's changed.
Most of the organizations like Guns Down Friday, the Trigger Project, Cure the Streets, most of their interactions, and I just talked to them on the ride over here, has been when a certain officer just pops out of their car in their neighborhood. And this rotating cast of characters from West Virginia and Tennessee and Ohio, they have no relationship to the neighborhood. You know, I just hope that some form of leadership actually takes the time to be a part of the ecosystem, to learn from MPD, to learn from the local organizations, the violence interrupters.
Meantime, at the White House, President Trump's chief of staff for policy said this.
President of the United States, he will not relent, and he will use every authority and tool at his disposal to ensure that the capital city of the United States is safe for all Americans, and we will never waver, and he will never waver from fulfilling that mission.
As for checkpoints this weekend, federal officers told 7 News they can't reveal where they'll be set up, but did tell us they'll be patrolling 13 metro stations across the city.
And President Trump has issued a warning to the governor of Illinois, writing on social media that if crime in the city is not straightened out, the federal government will intervene. Today, Chicago's mayor signed an executive order aimed at resisting the president's planned immigration crackdown in the city. Sources say the immigration enforcement operation could happen as soon as next week. The mayor's order states Chicago police will not assist federal agents on patrols or arrest operations. It also says the city's police force will be required to wear attire that identifies them, while urging federal law enforcement officers from wearing masks. The order also demands that the president stand down from deploying military forces to the city.
We have not called for this. Our people have not asked for this. But nevertheless, we find ourselves having to respond to this.
Says Chicago police will remain under local control, and he's vowing to use every legal and legislative tool to keep military checkpoints and armored vehicles off city streets. We have more live coverage from the Palouse when we come back from the break. Sports director Jack Wallace returns with an update on the local rivalry game and takes a look at some of the other games happening around the inland Northwest. You won't want to miss it. It's coming up next.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
I'm 4 News Now Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker. Every little bit helps when it comes to protecting our river and aquifer. Learn to be water-wise.
Hi, my name is Will with your weekly water-wise tip. To make sure you're watering your lawn efficiently, we recommend avoiding watering between the hours of 10 and 6 p.m. Watering in the early hours avoids the heat and also reduces evaporation.
Do your part to be water-wise.
Look at this one under eye bag. It's gone.
There's this side and this side.
Just look at these results. 50 and haven't slept in weeks. 35 and fresh from a vacation.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm with our starter price of only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource?
What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller.
Faster. Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Watch Judy Justice weekdays at 3 on KXLY ABC4.
Judy Justice is now in session right here.
Judy Justice is brought to you by Russell and Hill. Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Call 1-800-LAW-0842.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Welcome in. It's halftime in Pullman, where Cougs and Vandals fans are gathered for the Battle of the Palouse. We now return to our sports director, Jack Wallace in Pullman. Give us another update at half. Jack?
Well, Rob, I can't lie to you, not too much has happened since the last little bit because there are only a couple minutes left in that half. It was a little bit back and forth. Cougs tried to make a run, but they just couldn't quite get going on the offensive side, which, man, is that the story so far. It's a 7-0 game. Washington State does lead, but it's been really tough to find any kind of ground game going, especially 8 carries, 8 yards. That's where the Cougs stand. But on the passing side, it's been pretty nice so far. We can take a look at the total scoreboard right now. Again, 7-0 is the score. But we've seen a lot of good stuff go on with this game back and forth. Both these teams have really shown a lot of promise. 131 to 128 is the total yard difference. Idaho having a little bit of the edge here. They've been better in average yards per rush, a little bit better in yards per pass. They're not playing poorly here. They're outdoing Washington State in a lot of facets of this game. But WSU just keeps pushing back, especially with that big score. So it's shaping up to be a pretty fun finish. We're very excited for how this second half is going to pan out. Can't wait to see it unfold here at Gisa Field and get excited for who can turn up, who can get it done. If Jackson Potter can be the truth so far, he's delivered pretty well with that touchdown to Josh Meredith. The only score, of course, so far in this game. But it wasn't just Washington State and Idaho playing today. Eastern Washington battling Incarnate Word. We could take a look at that game down in San Antonio, which, man, that was a pretty fun one. Eags fought so hard in this one, falling 31-21 to the top 5 Cards. fighting back down 14-0 with a 2-touchdown performance from running back Marquise Yates and another rushing TD by new quarterback Jared Taylor. EWU went from 21 points in the second quarter to 33 yards in the third. But a fourth quarter fumble doomed the day for Eastern, and they start the season 0-1. The Eagles travel to Boise State next week for some Friday Night Lights against the Broncos. And moving from the gridiron to the pitch, the Spokane Velocity wrapped up their match against once Knoxville SC tonight. They fell 0-1 after a timely first-half goal from Gio Calixtro. The loss of Spokane's first in over a month and their first 0-1 shutout L since March. The Velocity look to rebound next Sunday, hosting Westchester SC. Spokane Zephyr also battled tonight, drawing the DC Power 2-all after falling behind by 1, drawing and taking a first-half lead, then surrendering a late goal for the road draw. Lena Solano, just a sensational performance tonight. She backed both goals, earning her first brace of this young season. The Zephyr return to Spokane for their home opener next Saturday. Can't wait for that one against Fort Lauderdale FC. Moving to the Diamond, Seattle Mariners again fall by 1 to the Cleveland Guardians in a 4-3 finish that featured Ore Polanco and Julio Rodriguez homers. Cleveland does win this series at a 2-0 lead, so Seattle will try and avoid a sweep, and they would clinch the season series win tomorrow at 10:40 a.m. And the Spokane Indians also in action tonight. They currently trailed the Tri-City Dust Devils last week, checked 8-6 in the 8th inning. 7 different Indians make up the 7 total hits. And with the Spokane win, they win the series. Crazy to think that the Indians are almost done with their season, of course, coinciding right with the Cougs beginning right over behind me. And then, of course, the Spokane Chiefs starting up later in September. It's that time of year where the fall starts to creep up, then the winter comes, and it all just avalanches in. And I'm certain that the Coug faithful right behind me here in Cougville are certainly having a fun. A whole lot of fans, packed crowd tonight. It's been great energy so far, and can't wait to get back out there on the field for the second half. It's going to be a fun one, as always, between these Cougs and Vandals. Reporting in Pullman, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, Jack, thanks. And I think the fans are going to be hoping for just some action, maybe. We're getting some action here. We have a chance to break some records with the heat that we're feeling in the inland Northwest. Jason Valentine's here to tell us how hot we will get.
It is going to be getting very hot, unseasonably hot. Jack was talking about thinking about winter and fall. Forget about it. Summer is not letting go of its grip. Good evening to you. Good evening, everyone. Good Saturday. And yes, football has begun, but 82 still. It is warm throughout our regions, and it's going to stay that way. So we have a heat advisory starting tomorrow at 1 o'clock until Thursday at 8 p.m. We're going to see temperatures for the area in orange from 95 to 105 for the week ahead. We have not seen a week like this since 1988. Look at these temperatures. 97 tomorrow, 97 for your Labor Day. So if you have some outside plans, do protect yourself. But as the kids, many kids are going back to school on Tuesday, 99. We have not hit 100 degrees in the year 2025, and we could on September 2nd. Unbelievable. And then we're going to be seeing warm temperatures, a little less hot on Friday, and then a week from today down to 89. So it's a week of just extreme heat. Our average for this time of year is around 80, 79. It's 20 degrees above our average on Tuesday if that 99 does hit. And we do expect some records to be broken. So current winds, it is light. Now the only good news about light winds when it's this hot is we don't have heightened fire danger. So that is some good news. We do have hazy skies though, and we expect hazy conditions to come back as we get to tomorrow morning. Again, mostly clear skies overnight. We are going to be looking at mid-60s for your overnight lows, but if the smoke sticks around, it could blunt the temperatures just enough to keep it away from the records. We were kind of blunted a little bit, 2 degrees today. So we'll see if that smoke continues to come up from Oregon. I'll get you ready for all the records that are broken in the week ahead in my full forecast that's coming right up.
All right, Jason, thanks. The Idaho State Fire Marshal's Office investigating a house fire that killed a person on Friday evening. According to the Silver Valley Fire and Rescue, first responders were called to the home on Old River Road in Kingston around 7:45 p.m. Friday. The caller stated someone was still inside the residence, but when crews arrived, firefighters and Shoshone County Sheriff's Office deputies could not locate that person trapped inside. Firefighters were able to control the fire, keep it from spreading to a nearby forest. Well, you may want to check your refrigerator. Taylor Fresh Foods recalling one of its salad kits due to the potential of undeclared ingredients. The recall is just for the Taylor Farms Honey Balsamic salad kit. The company says salad dressing in the kit actually the Asian sesame ginger dressing and not the honey balsamic vinaigrette dressing. Well, as a result, the dressing may include sesame and soy, which are two major allergens. Consumers should throw away the kit and get a refund at the store they purchased it from. Costco's controversial shopping policy will officially take effect on Monday. Back in June, the warehouse chain allowed shoppers with executive membership to enter the store from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. during the week, and that meant other customers had to wait until after 10 to shop. The company said the policy was not strictly enforced, but now Costco says the grace period is ending, and the policy will take hold on Labor Day. Some customers not happy with the change, and they say the company favoring its higher-paying members, alienating the rest. Don't forget your helmet for this week's Air 4 Adventure. That's going to be coming up after the break. We're touring the Centennial Trail with an exceptional group of local cyclists. You're watching 4 News Now Special Edition.
Expect more with Kirsten O'Connor, only on 4 News Now.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
Introducing the Acura ADX. Take your vibes on go.
Hey Google, turn it up.
Take your vibes on go. The all-new Acura ADX. Crafted to match your energy. Take your vibes.
Visit AutoNation Acura Spokane Valley for the Summer of Performance event going on now.
Yeah, AAA. My hoopty is down, man. Broke down.
Your hoopty?
Yeah, my hoopty.
Your hoopty?
Yeah, hoopty. It's a car. Old car. Classic, I should say.
Oh, your hoopty. Yeah, we got a truck on the way.
You're on the way. Yeah, let me hear a little something, man.
All right, here you go.
Something I know.
My hoopty rolling, tailpipe dragging, heat don't work, and my girl keeps nagging. Hoopty, hoopty.
Playing baseball at Gonzaga University was a dream come true for me. I went from playing an organized sport to life, which is very much unorganized.
Guess we're the adults now, but BECU is always there to help us out.
Things to think about are paying bills, affording a house, planning for college, taking care of dogs.
We have so much to plan for. Having BECU as a partner just gives us total peace of mind.
You'll find American Pride countywide at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains, Montana, Labor Day weekend. August 28th, 29th, and 30th, come out for awesome PRCA rodeo and youth mutton busting action, announced by the legendary Bob Tallman. Each night of the rodeo is followed by music concerts in the arena featuring Tanner Laws, Kelly Hughes, and local community bands. And don't miss the carnage on the Clark Fork Demo Derby when it rumbles in the arena August 31st. Get tickets today. Visit SandersCountyFair.com, stop by the fair office, or see us on Facebook, and we'll see you at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
4 News Now is brought to you by Pig Out in the Park.
Welcome back. If you're hitting the road this weekend for Labor Day, Idaho Bureau of Land Management wants you to check your tires for fire safety. BLM says many roadside fires spark from worn tires. That's because metal wires inside the worn tread fall out and then scrape against the road. So before you leave for that road trip, take a moment to make sure all your tires are properly maintained. And it's time to hop in the Air 4 drone. This week, we're soaring above one popular trail with a special group of cyclists that are all about girl power. Let's soar above the Centennial Trail in this brand new Air 4 adventure.
The Spokane Bicycle Club and today's group is called the Friday Women's Ride. It's a regular thing through the riding season. We advertise it as a 10 to 12 mile an hour ride. A lot of people like to go faster than that, but some of us prefer a little slower pace. And for me, it's part of a lifestyle. Riding my bike is because I ride regularly. Even I ride by myself a lot, and ride with my husband. He's not a real fast rider now, so that works out.
The Spokane Bike Club has expanded and has several different ride groups, and you can choose what level you want to go at. This is just a more leisurely women's, morning ride. It's not real difficult. It's usually about 20 miles or more. I mean, this area has a variety of terrains and landscapes. It's just beautiful along the river, and in the fall when it starts to change, it's great. I'm 12 again when I'm riding. It's fun. I'm like to stay fit. I've always, played soccer and rode bikes and swim, and I just like fitness and activities. I always have 4 F's: fun, fitness, food, and friends. And that covers everything for me. I don't think anything compares to Spokane. It's great. It's perfect weather.
Well, she said perfect weather at the end there, but I don't know, Jason, might be a little too hot for me.
I did a run today, and my neighbor said, why are you out here in this weather? Because it's not going to get any cooler for the next week. Let's take a look outside, and folks, get ready for the heat to be on. Can't wait to tell you all the details. That's next in my full forecast. Stick with us.
Watch meteorologist Matt Gray weekdays on Good Morning Northwest.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
The Labor Day sale is on now at More Furniture. Join us this weekend where you'll find every bedroom, living room, and dining room is in stock, on sale, and ready for immediate free white glove delivery to your home. Plus, we'll remove your gently used pieces and donate them locally. You've worked hard all year long. It's your turn to relax in style and comfort. Labor Day savings like never before. Only at More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
This September, you could be leaving Northern Quest in something different. A lot different. As in, the whole neighborhood suddenly has a staring problem when you roll up in a new GMC Canyon. Different. It's our $160,000 Grander Canyon giveaway. With 2 2025 GMC Canyons up for grabs, plus thousands in cash prizes. In case you need to add a garage. To the garage. The Grander Canyon giveaway. Play daily to enter. Only at Northern Quest.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Get into gossip.
Is it something juicy?
Spill the tea, girl. Get into friendship. And get into fun.
You got it.
I got it.
I get it.
This is Dabble.
Now I get it.
Over the air on KXLY Channel 4.5.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
Welcome back. We're taking a live look over Riverfront Park, where the 44th annual Pig Out in the Park happening right now until Labor Day. Here's a live look at those festivities now. See the lights, all the sounds, and all the good stuff. There's dozens of food booths to enjoy, hundreds of menu items, and some free concerts. So some live music sweet. Admission is free. Jason, you got to find some time to head on down there, check it out.
Well, tomorrow we're right by Riverfront Park.
I know, park here, walk on over, not a bad idea, free parking.
But I'm going to have maybe an umbrella or something to keep the sun off me.
Yes, sunscreen, important tomorrow.
Because the heat is going to be on. No joke. This is quite the second heat wave of the end of summer. Again, the traditional end of summer is Labor Day weekend, but usually we're dialing it down for this weekend. Not so. It is going to be very hot and records likely to be broken. So crushing heat soon. Yes, records to be broken. Good chance of it. Smoke still an issue, though, which could take away a degree or two with the thickness of the smoke. It could get a little bit of that sunshine in it, so maybe a little bit cooler than expected if that smoke continues. 76 right now, Coeur d'Alene, 82 in Spokane. And yes, Spokane is the hot spot. Rarely get to say that. Tied with Lewiston and Wenatchee. That almost never happens. So we're a little warmer for most of our cities than yesterday. And tomorrow we're going to see another 5 or so degree jump for most of our cities as we see the heat just coming through. Also, heat advisory starts tomorrow at 1 p.m. ends Thursday night. That is a long heat advisory. For the places in the orange, temperatures from 95 to 105 are expected. So here are the records. So the record for Monday, now the record for tomorrow is 100 degrees. I don't believe we're going to get there tomorrow. But 98 in 1888, 97 is expected for your Monday, Labor Day. Tuesday, when a lot of kids go back to school, 99 is expected. The record is 97 from 1988. The rest are from 1988. Wednesday, we could tie the record. And if the forecast happens on Thursday, we'll break it. So we could see 3 days of records matched or broken. That is incredible for the first week of September. And we haven't hit 100 degrees in the year of 2025. We could hit it Tuesday. So area smoke, we are looking at moderate smoke for the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene area. All the smoke is coming up from the southwestern corner of Oregon, just coming on up. If we see winds start to shift a little bit, we might get that smoke out. We do have an air quality alert for Lewiston or Orofino area. This has been going on for quite some time. That should come to an end on Tuesday morning. And air quality right now, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene in the moderate zone. Down south where they're having the air quality alert, Lewiston looking okay, at least for the moment. Orofino still seeing it. But still, we are dealing with just moderate air quality we have for about the last week. Radar, we're looking pretty much free and clear right now, but we do have a chance of seeing some shower activity tomorrow. It should be brief. And again, we are kind of unstable right now, the weather pattern. So we're just seeing a little bit of shower activity coming in, and that could come into the Spokane area tomorrow evening. So don't be surprised if you see a quick shower or two. That'll cool things off just a bit. So 7-day forecast, 97 tomorrow, more haze, 97 Monday, upper 90s Tuesday through Thursday, Friday 94. That is still hotter than we saw today, and today felt quite warm. 89 by Saturday of next week. So folks, we have a week. Summer just does not want to let go. If you love the heat, you're going to love the next 7 days.
All right, Jason, thanks. And summer might not be over yet, but fall sports are underway in schools across our region, and trainers are looking out for concussion symptoms, especially in football and girls soccer players. Local doctors say symptoms of a concussion can show up in a variety of ways, including slurred speech and changes in mood. Now, someone with a concussion might not be able to focus properly on conversation. Doctors say following protocols to protect athletes is crucial for preventing brain injuries.
I would encourage them to pay attention to the rules, the safe rules that are designed to keep you from getting your concussion, and take those wholeheartedly, take them seriously, because those are the only things that have been shown to reduce a concussion.
If someone has a concussion, it's important to pull them out of their sport while they're recovering. If they don't have time to fully recover, a second concussion can give them second impact syndrome or rapid swelling in their brain. The return of school also means the return of school speed zones. 8 photo speed cameras throughout Spokane, catching speeders and issuing tickets, and cost up to $250. The camera on Regal Street between Ferris High School and Adams Elementary issued more than 700 tickets in May alone. I would know. Near Longfellow Elementary, officers wrote more than 500 tickets.
If you get issued a school zone infraction, you cannot have it waived or reduced, and it will go on your driving record. So we take those very seriously.
The revenue from tickets funds the cameras, a traffic patrol officer's salary, and traffic improvements like countdown timers downtown. The city expects to collect more than $4 million from these tickets in this year alone. Police say the cameras work, as 90% of drivers who receive a photo enforcement ticket and pay it never receive another violation. We'll have one more check of weather right after this.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
Whoa.
Hi, my name is Megan and I'm the Education Coordinator for Wastewater and Stormwater. Today we're going to be talking about dog poop. You might be thinking it's like fertilizer, but it's not. It's actually bad for our waterways and can contain bacteria like E. coli, and that's obviously a health hazard. So pick up after your pet to keep us all healthy and safe. To learn more about stormwater tips and city projects that are protecting our river, go to SpokaneStormwater.org.
Starting over is hard following a divorce because now it's just you. You are the one making the financial decisions for your family. As I've gone through this process, BECU was incredibly helpful, making sure that I could track down the financial documents that I needed or to open an account with my new name. I'm really proud of how far I've come, how I've been able to rebuild for myself and my family, and BECU is an important part of that.
Get those new floors off your to-do list and on the to-done list. Floor Trader has you covered with our once-a-year Labor Day sale.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
Welcome back, everyone. Tomorrow, the heat advisory starts. Possible record heat next week and start of a cool down, Rob, next weekend. If you think the upper 80s are a cool down, but it certainly will be.
Take it.
We could forecast upper 90s, and that includes tomorrow. I don't think we're going to get our record for our Sunday for August 31st, but September 1st, Labor Day Monday, forecasted 97, just under that record. But the next 3 days are either above or at that record. So unbelievable heat for the first week of September.
Oh, we run the air conditioning in September.
I
Can't believe
so.
it. All right, there's still time in the Cougs game too. You can top on over for that. Thanks for watching.